entails the current nuclear infrastructure that we have at our disposal. We do have basic infrastructure that can be sort of like a rail network upon which nuclear infrastructure can be built upon. It's not capacitated to be used automatically, immediately for military purposes, but at the same time, it's not like we'll be start if any point the South African government had to make a decision to set up military infrastructure in the nuclear space, they wouldn't be starting the conversation from scratch. Essentially, what they would be doing, they would be building upon an existing infrastructure, and that's the position that South Africa is at this point. So moving from taking that into account, I would like to move over to the next sphere of the conversation, wherein we start to look at South Africa's debate on whether we should consider establishing nuclear infrastructure or not. I'll make the first argument for, and I'll make an argument against that. An argument for that is that it has been clarified that nuclear infrastructure is a very effective negotiating tool in the international relations space. We live in an environment wherein power is a very important component when countries negotiate in the international space. And countries that are more powerful, whether economically or militarily, will always have an upper hand in the negotiation process. And having nuclear infrastructure at our disposal will put South Africa in a far more strategic position in as far as negotiating. People will be forced to negotiate with South Africa from a particular vantage point because they are aware of the fact that there is particular infrastructure at our disposal. And that is essentially the rationale behind having nuclear infrastructure in the first place. I am aware of the fact that nobody who is sane really wants to use nuclear infrastructure, and the rationale for that would be the argument against establishing nuclear infrastructure in the first place. That argument would be the fact that the detrimental consequences of using nuclear infrastructure may be, in some instances, irreversible. Then there's a detrimental effect on the environment, and there's a healthcare hazard, let alone the physical damage that can be sustained by ever deciding to utilize nuclear infrastructure. So that's one thing that we need to be careful of. Following up upon that, we should also take into consideration the fact that nuclear infrastructure will not be run by machines. It will not be run by accounts or numbers. It will be run by human beings who have a tendency of being irrational. And we do not know in the future, in the distant or closer future to us, whether some sort of a crackhead could take over the country and have access to our nuclear infrastructure, and what consequences of that would be. So that's what puts us in this moral conundrum. We are faced in a situation when this is very expensive infrastructure to place, and the dangers thereof are also very high. From my recommendations would be how we make this decision will be based on what our priorities are. Do you want to have South Africa being placed in a far more strategic position in a negotiating phase, or would we like to run away from the responsibility that comes with that, but compromise our negotiating phase? And my comrade Wanda subsequently will make a reference to the fact that South Africa is a country that seems to be very flexible to international needs, and we're not very principle driven, we're not very strong as far as our principle drivers are concerned. And as a result of that, an approach to nuclear infrastructure could actually change our psychology in that regard. And as a conclusion, I would say it's certainly something we should consider. It's certainly something that we should put our research in that direction. We should start thinking about re-establishing our nuclear infrastructure for that particular purpose. Thank you very much.